Welcome back to my channel. I'm Renuka and today we will do another kind of intuitive paintings, and I talk about these in my last projects. These most of them I completed in the outside room and today is the time to just make another one. So today I decided to use these water soluble neon colors, and so I really love them. They are new to me. I have other pastel water soluble pencils also I have, but these are the new things for me. I'm gonna just put a little bit block kind of stuff here, not much thinking about anything. Then a little bit of, I think this is orange, and this is like more orange stuff. So I'm kind of going in a little bit of warm color. You can create a rainbow also. As if you know me, I love the rainbows, but rainbows are good, but not all the time. Sometimes you want something else. I'm adding more and more yellow on this side, and then we will add a little bit of more lighter shade of orange, and this one is Watermelon. It's a orange reddish one, and then I will add this one little bit on this side, and I think that much is enough for now. We're gonna take a round brush for this. I have this number 12 round brush. I always put kind of rag with me when I'm doing watercolor wherever I want. I don't want much color. I just, and then I will go with the just little bit of color, and you can add more color if you want. So I'm just making this blob kind of thing. My main idea always is whenever I'm doing something, I always go the lighter shade first so that I will not contaminate that color. I want that color a little bit brighter on side, and then maybe I will go with the darker shades like this one. And now if I'm going with this shade, then I'll try to figure it out and put another water blob on the same shade. Why? Most of the times your brush got contaminated and then you lose the vibrancy of that color. It becomes sometimes muddy, especially if it's a watercolor, in my opinion. But it's totally depend on you. Some people love to change their water many times. Like some of people put 3 or 4 jars, like one for cool, one for light, and one for washing the brushes. And then I'm kind of, after these blobs, I'm kind of seeing that, okay, how I want that. And I'm kind of, mixing them now. And if I want to add more colors at this moment, I will not. I just want to dry that little bit. But here you can see I got those harsh marks, and I don't have more problem with that. I'm gonna put those just like that. I'm just adding a little bit more water on this side, and then I will keep it just it for a little bit of drying. You can use the heat thing to dry them, and then I'm gonna choose a little bit of the gold. I think I should do this little bit subtle gold, and then I'm kind of adding a little bit of droplets. Now where we are adding this kind of droplets, what happened, this is now the color is little bit like it's not fully dried, so you will get those mixing effects there like here, and some of the part is dried, so you will not get. So I'm just kind of putting pretty much of everywhere. I'm covering the white surface also where I want the more interest in that. And then always I love to draw those leaves. I don't know why I'm obsessed with these leaves. Whenever I saw these kind of stuff, oh my god, I want to draw those leaves. So yeah, I love the leaves. I gonna little bit now. Okay, so now we have this. Here we can add more color if you want. At this moment you can add more colors, but for now I will just, like, it's an intuitive painting, right? So you can do whatever you like and whatever you want. So I want some kind of big leaves, but this time I'm not getting the perfect one. This time I'm just try to make it a really fun one. I think, I hope I'm able to make it. And then these are the strokes. Now when you put your brush like this, you will get a small end at this one, but if you are taking your brush like this, you will get a bigger one. If you say that it's an intuitive painting, what's the difference? But sometimes you like those shapes to look like shapes. Like if those are the leaves, they should look like the leaves. They should not look like something else. So then I've been just adding a little bit. These leaves is not proper, but it's kind of giving that illusion of leaves, and I'm pretty happy about it, how they turn out. And for balancing out maybe a little bit, I feel that it's like I should do something else on this side. So I'm gonna put just a big blob kind of stuff. I'll go a little bit outside also, and I think that's it. Another thing is I want to introduce on here this bright pink color, which is from the Clean Color Markers. And now here I want to add that different kind of mark here, maybe here. It's kind of what do you say, settling the things. Now you can add a flower, you can add a rainbow here. Rainbow will also good. I was like just thinking that what should I do, so I just decided this V kind of shape around here, so that it will, you know, emphasize those things. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of that same color here. Now what's gonna happen, these are the brush markers, so it will get those little bit color, so you can just wipe it out just like that. And then I want to add a little bit of white also. Maybe here we'll add small dots, and you can add these small dots in a shape of circle like I'm doing, and then feel that. And here also I will add a little bit of those dots. So most of the time some things are very subtle, but yeah, they add and act like something is there. This is a little bit contaminated, so that is not a pure white, but I don't have any problem with that. And then here we can draw something else, like maybe the usual pattern. And I really like to add that little dot there to go get that pop, that where those curvy lines start. I really love that way. Now my idea of doing this same mark, you can see this mark too many artists doing, but my idea is I do sometimes 3, sometimes I do 4, so they are not pretty continuous, so you will not see the monotonous thing going on. If you see here, right, these are pretty subtle and they're looking really nice. Now we can go ahead and do this on this side also. So, and then you will get that thing out. So here I want to just draw a droplet, so it's still a little bit wet when I'm working, and I'm just kind of putting these 3 here, and then I will put 3 here. And then I want to add some kind of, so you can add a circle here. I'm kind of making some kind of danglers kind of thing, so I'm making a really rhombus shape and adding 2 dots below them. You can choose your own thing here, you don't have to exactly do what I'm doing, but yeah, it's fun to do. Right, so I want this one is more subtle, and I can add little pop of colors like this pink I used before, but we will use the same color palette, pink, yellows and oranges here. So this is the new one. So I just need to activate it before. So now I just want to add little dots here. Now here you are seeing that whatever I'm making marks, I'm going here like descending order, and this side also, so that it will create that fun kind of effect there, rather than putting you know, the same marks there. Now after adding these marks here, I love to add something here, but I really don't know what should I add. So I can add another leafy pattern, or I can just go from this and make some kind of swirls. I'm planning to do that. Or another thing, I can just add little dot here and see how it's looking. Is it popping there on the white? And yes, it is. So I will do same thing here. And then this side I also want something. Now you have to little bit careful when your project is little bit wet like this. It's gonna spread little bit where it's wet, and I don't mind that. So it's totally depend which kind of thing you want from your project, right? So that will also give a nice effect on this side, and it's looking pretty cool. Some of that is mixing, some of that is not, so it is also looking pretty cool. So this orange is too much vibrant, so I don't want to use it more frequently or more out of it. I just want to, you know, go ahead and put the things more subtle here. Then I'm gonna activate this paint also. So I have this pink and orange thing with me, and I can use that with brush also, because I love to use brush rather than paints. But yeah, it's a personal choice. You can go ahead and like do whatever you like. This is totally a personal thing, like how you like the stuff. And then I'm just adding these golden leaves, giving a little bit of stem there. And I think that's it. Always want to incorporate these suns and moons in my art, and as I told you, I'm planning to do some kind of art decks or something, and I kind of finding the theme for that. So I choose this sun and moon, and then I will choose the ink. Now you have to choose always a ink which is waterproof, or you can go ahead and use the permanent ink if you don't want to dilute your stuff there. Cause you know, if you're doing that, so every ink on the back side, they have that information, like this is like fade resistant and water based, so fast drying ink, you can see that. And then there are other ink. This is Memento, you can use. Stays on is like the option where you can have that full guarantee that it will not. White stays on works very nicely with every project. Right now I don't have that. So I'm using this black one, although this black one gonna pop the whole thing around. And then I'm gonna put that aside, and then I want like I want to color those little bit with this same orange color. I'm gonna choose my pretty thin brush here. I think this will good. And then I'm just adding that colors there. You don't have to use this brush. I have extra colors. You can directly use your pen, Posca pens, or any paintbrush you want to use. You can do that also. I'm just randomly choosing those sun rays to add colors. And then now here's the thing, you can use the water soluble markers also, so that you will get that kind of, you know, effect, which is a little bit transparent effect, which if you don't want the fully covered thing, you can use the color markers also. I have this paint here, that's why I'm using that. And then I will just put this here. This goes a little bit there, but it's okay. And then I'm quite happy after like putting these colors. It's looking really nice. You can add more colors if you want. I don't want to add here more color, but I can add a little bit here, something like that. Yes. And then I'm gonna wash this brush. I'll put this everything aside. Now the fun thing is started. You can add these squirrels from, but now for particularly this one, I want a different color. I don't want to be black. So let's find out. Maybe I have orange or something like that. So I have lots of colors with me. I have distress inks, other inks with me. I'm gonna try all of them. So these colors go very nice. Dried mermaid, wild honey, apple. So I can use that. Then another ink I have, which is kind of a fun to use, is onyx ink from the Hero Arts, and it is kind of very subtle one. It is already came like something for doing, and you can see that this print are like on and on, like you can't see. I'm not putting them very much perfect. I'm just adding those little bit here and there. The darker is the color, the image will be more perfect, as you can see. But still I'm not putting much on the ink. Let's try this one. This will also look nice, I think. Yeah, it's looking really nice. I want to add a little bit here on this side. We will add a little bit here also, so it's kind of making very whimsical. And I'm trying all those things which I feel that gonna look nice. Here you can try a moon also on the same way, like one moon and one stars. And here I will use this color box pigment ink for these stars. because I don't want them to perfect, but I want them there just like that. And we already put all of those stuff there. So yeah, so it is kind of tone on tone look, and I really like how it turned out. I can add more if I want, like this one, but I don't want to add because star mostly goes with the moon, not with the sun. But I still add little bit here and there. And then if you can see, these two are looking more pronounced, like, oh my god, it's looking too much, so we need to little bit settle down that. So I just decided to add bobs of colors there, and here also. Now here also we can add little bit yellow to, you know, get those clouds. I know clouds are not yellow, but I'm kind of getting that theme there. And then I'm pretty happy how it turned out. And what will I do? I will just put these colors, like spreading out these colors. So if you have excess color, just spread out them, and then use those colors for, you know, putting your sentiment there. And you can stamp on these and put like love you to the moon or something like that. So I will use these leftover colors for that also. That is my idea. And then I will just put this here. I'm gonna wash my brush, and I'm really happy how it turned out. You can put these kind of phrases, which is kind of ready-made phrases, like get out and make things happen. That one also look nice. For black and white phrases, I have some white also. Let's see what we can mix match there. Or you can write your own thing also. You don't have to always pick. So I'm gonna use this one. I will just trim apart that little bit. It's a little things I'm gonna cut here, and I'm gonna put that here, and then that makes light pick I can put here. And then just, this is also a new one, so I can put this also here, and then I will just add a little bit of that marker to emphasize on the phrase. Maybe add a couple of marks with this pink. So this is the same pink we use, and you can use the watercolor pink also. The same way I will just put this just like that. And I really love this combinations of pink, yellows, and, you know, orange. It is looking so beautiful. I'm gonna put that aside, and I think that's it. I don't want to add more and much things to it. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. Maybe I love to add a couple of more swirly things here and there, but I'll make sure that that is not too much perfect because too much perfect is not the thing here. And I'm really happy how it turned out. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye, take care, and make something new.